Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to unlock a really simple but honestly super powerful secret that will completely transform your writing and speaking. It's the key to making your words more vivid and your stories way more memorable. So let's dive right in.
You ever write something down, you look at it, and it just feels a little meh? You know, like it's technically correct, but it's just missing that spark, that little something extra. All the facts are there, but the color, the feeling, it just falls flat. I think we've all been there.
Okay, take a look at this. On the left, the car drove. Fine, it tells us what happened, but that's about it. Now look at the right. We add one single word, dangerously. And bam, suddenly a whole story, a whole movie scene unfolds in your head. You can feel the speed, the risk. That one word changes everything.
And that powerful little word is, of course, an adverb. You should really think of adverbs as the spice of your language. Their whole job is to add detail, context, and flavor to an action, to a verb. They are absolutely the secret ingredient to bringing your words to life. You know, the easiest way to really get the hang of adverbs is to think like a detective. For any action, all we have to do is ask a few key questions. And the answers to those questions, well, those are the adverbs we need to paint a much, much richer picture.
So our very first investigative question is all about how something is done. This gets at what we call the dimension of manner.
The question you got to ask yourself is simple. How did it happen? Was it done quickly, carefully, loudly? The answer is always going to be an adverb of manner.
Look at these examples here. Each adverb answers our how question. She didn't just sing, she sang beautifully. He didn't just walk, he walked slowly. Diligently tells us how they worked, and brightly shows us how the sun shone. See, every single word adds a crucial layer of detail.
All right, so we've got the how covered. What's next for our investigation? Well, we know how it happened, but what about its location? Let's talk about the dimension of place.
So the next question is pretty straightforward. Where did the action happen? Was it nearby, far away, inside, outside? The answer is going to point us straight to adverbs of place.
These examples totally pinpoint the location of an action. The word there tells us where the cat is sleeping. Outside gives us a destination. And everywhere, well, that shows us the huge scope of his search. These little words give us a really clear sense of space.
Okay, so we've covered how and where. The next really important piece of the puzzle is timing. So let's jump into the dimension of time.
Now, the guiding question here is probably one we ask all the time in our daily lives. When did it happen? Is it happening right now? Did it happen in the past? Or is it going to happen in the future?
All of these adverbs are about timing. Later puts the call in the future. Yesterday puts the movie firmly in the past. Words like soon and now help us organize everything, anchoring our actions in time so we can be super clear.
All right, for our last category, we're going to look beyond just a single point in time and start looking at patterns. We're asking how often something happens. This is the dimension of frequency.
And so our final investigative question is, how often does this action happen? Is it a regular habit, something that barely ever happens, or maybe something that just never happens at all?
These adverbs are amazing for describing routines and habits. Always tells us that her coffee drinking is a sure thing. Rarely tells us that eating junk food is the exception, not the rule. Words like always, rarely, sometimes, and never are so powerful because they describe an entire pattern of behavior in just one word.
So there we have it. We've just explored the 4 key types of adverbs. Now, let's put it all together into one simple, powerful toolkit that you can start using like right now.
And here's how it all connects so beautifully. If you want to describe the manner of an action, just ask how. To get specific about the place, ask where. To nail down the time, ask when. And to describe the frequency, ask how often. This simple framework is your key to adding incredible detail to everything you say and write.
Seriously, if there's one thing to take away from all this, it's this. The next time you're writing or speaking and a sentence just feels a little boring, just pause. Ask yourself those 4 magic questions about the action. How, where, when, and how often. The answers will instantly give you the adverbs you need to make your language pop. You now have the toolkit to be a way more dynamic and expressive communicator. So the only question left is, what are you going to describe first? What story are you going to tell more vividly with your new power words today?